Arsenal Fan TV. Wow, what a performance today. Big smile on your face, and everyone's smiling today because that was fantastic.
Actually, I'm slightly gutted because I wanted to avenge the 8-2, and we could have had 8 today. I mean, it was incredible. The first half, we were playing like champions, slicing them apart. Those first 20 minutes, it's actually the first time in Man United's history that they've been 3-0 down after 20 minutes. And, you know, I called upon the likes of Sanchez and Ozil, our big-time players, after the Olympiacos defeat to step up in a big game. And when we've only won 1 of the last 13 against Man United, and they proved how world-class they are today. I mean, Sanchez, if any further proof was needed that he was in the top 5 players in the world, well, today is, I mean, if you talk about top 5, Messi, Ronaldo, Aguero, Sanchez and Bentner, I mean, and no, but Ozil as well. I mean, not just his goal, but some of his touches were phenomenal. And something I noticed at Leicester last week as well is that now that Walcott's like our first choice striker up front, Sanchez is playing a lot more central. I think we look so much more dangerous. Because, you know, Ozil and Sanchez is such a good link-up. But, you know, they're going to get all the headlines, and rightly so. But I should also give a shout-out to our defence because I think, you know, we've got an underrated defence. We've got a very good defence. And, you go, Gabriel hasn't conceded a league goal yet when he's been on the pitch this season. Mertesacker is underrated. He's won over 100 German caps, and he's a great defender. I know he's not fast, but neither is John Terry or Tony Adams. But he shows how to be a defender, you know.
And is this something that we can kick on from? Because that's the only thing with Arsenal. A lot of fans have been stating today is consistency. We beat United and then go and lose to a team like Olympiacos. Is this where we need to learn that consistency, you know, so that we can, you know, do something this season?
Yeah, you said the key word there, consistency. I mean, we are a Jekyll and Hyde team on occasions. So are Man City. I mean, people forget Man City went 10 or 11 games last season without winning. So, you know, it is all about being consistent this year. But I also want to give a shout out to Arsene Wenger as well, because when we lose, he always gets most of the blame. But when we win, no one ever mentions him. So I'm going to say big up to him. And he gets so much stick. I mean, he gets more stick than David Moyes, Man United fans did get to David Moyes. Let that sink in for a minute. I mean, how ridiculous is that? And the amount of stick that Arsene Wenger gets from our own fans is about on par with Rafa Benitez. And, you know, I've said it, I'm not going to start criticising sports today, but I just want our supporters to support us when we lose as well as we win. Have opinions and constructive criticism, yeah, but why do we always, you know, have a meltdown when we lose? And like, we need to stick with this team. It's very easy to support a team that's winning trophies and winning all the time, but when we're losing, it's much harder to be a supporter. And I would like to call on all of our fans to unite as one as well. I'm fed up with this classification of Arsenal fans, like AKBs and Wenger out brigades. It's so childish. Like AKB, is that like Mummy Knows Best, and Wenger out brigades? It's like, you know, it sounds like a nursery rhyme. It's pathetic. We're Arsenal fans, and it's like, call me simplistic and idealistic, but I want us to all be one big family. I mean, to me, every Arsenal supporter is the same. Whether you go to games, whether you watch it on TV, whether you're an international fan, plastic fan, super fan, we're all the same, and we need to unite. It's basically a civil war at the moment. Every time we lose, and it's like, teams that come to the Emirates know that if they frustrate Arsenal, the crowd will get on their backs. And I just think, in order for us to achieve the success we want to this season, we need to unite together and put our differences aside. Yes, it's all very well having opinions and everything, but we've got enough to think about with the Man Cities and Man Uniteds and Bayern Munich as well, without fighting each other as well. So I want this to be a springboard for future success.
If we've got the right attitude and we come out like we did today, not disrespect the opponent. We disrespected the Olympiacos the other night. We thought we would just turn up, and that was down from the manager down to the players as well. But we disrespected them. But we've got to now respect the opposition, like every game, treat it like, and we could have a great season. We can have a fantastic season.